Yes, I know, guys. A lot of you guys already know what happened. Our godfather, Kevin Samuels, has passed away of a heart attack. Now, a lot of people are saying it's because all of that Red Bull drinks and Viagra mixed with a hot woman will send you off to a heart attack. A lot of people are speculating. And a lot of people, even including me, were telling Kevin Samuels a year ago, don't drink that Red Bull. That stuff is some artificial caffeine, high sugar, will wreck your teeth, wreck your arteries. But I guess it did give him his wings. So Kevin Samuels, this is for you. Now, when you look at Black Twitter, they're the first one to announce that Kevin Samuel has passed away. And all of them are out here rejoicing that this black man who was out here telling the truth, evangelizing, and turning these delusional women back into absolute truth. And I believe that this Black Twitter is a very small segment of Twitter that would not compete, did not want to change, and did not want to do what it takes to secure themselves a man. And that's what Kevin Samuel was out here. His mission was to come out here and preach the gospel of red pill. And a lot of these women were walking around this world blind until Kevin Samuels came here and shocked them back to life to show them what the reality is out here. That's why when they take the red pill, they see the reality of what men want and what women want and try to figure out where's the disconnect. Now, Kevin Samuels, he started off with being an image consultant with perfumes, suits, trying to show men how to dress. A lot of these men that were growing up from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, they grew up without fathers. And Kevin Samuels was here to fill that vacuum. And also these women that were growing up without fathers, Kevin Samuels was there to act as a mentor to them, to show them what men really want, what to do to keep a man, not only to catch a man, but to keep a man by being fit, feminine, and friendly, cook, clean, and suck of course. And guys, we have to salute to Kevin Samuels for this.
I'm a PhD. I'm a PhD.
Yes, Kevin Samuel, mission accomplished, my brother. Even though you have fallen, your mission has now been accomplished because everybody now is out here. And even though Black Twitter is out here celebrating, their celebration is going to be short lived because there are so many people that are coming up from Kevin Samuels that he has taught and trained and inspired that they are going to be able to carry his red pill knowledge. Now, a lot of people are trying to figure out who is going to be the next Kevin Samuels out here. And I believe Myron Gaines is going to be the next Kevin Samuel. Myron Gaines is the most similar to Kevin Samuels. Myron Gaines, he's got the media, he's got the YouTube, he's got the editors, he's got like a whole team that's backing him up. He's actually out here on the streets facing these women. And one thing was Kevin Samuels and Myron Gaines, every day they were out here on these fields fighting, rebuking these women. Every day Myron Gaines is doing a live stream. And his live stream included 5 to 10 women at a time. So this guy was not only battling one woman at a time, he was fighting 5 to 10 women at a time with his live stream. And it got so bad that even Kevin Samuels and Myron Gaines decided to come to the truth and say, you know what? You take this time and I'll take this time. So they moved their time slot 2 hours ahead because they were fighting for the same people for their live stream. Myron Gaines, Fresh and Fit is the most similar to Kevin Samuels, and I believe he's gonna be the next in line of the vine, guys. Let's go over who is the originator. The originator of this, the OG of this, is none other than Tom Likas. None other than Tom Likas. He's the one that brought this red pill knowledge to I guess the general public through radio. This was even before YouTube, internet. He was out here with the radio and phone calls rebuking these women. The next person in line who I think that took the mantle is none other than the comedian Patrice O'Neill. Now, how he did it is he did it through a Trojan horse. So he used comedy as a Trojan horse to inject his thoughts about the red pill. And a lot of us didn't know what was going on. We were just laughing. But then now when we look back at his material, it's there on YouTube. He was out here on these streets and even on radio shows, just like Tom Likas, rebuking these delusional women. So now you got out here on these streets, and then you got here Trojan horse, and then you got the Trojan horse message, and then you got women engagement. So now you got all three from these two OGs. The third person, I know all of y'all love to hate this man, but we got to give it up to him. Tommy Sotomayor. He was the archetype on YouTube. He was the one to bring it on the internet. He was the one that even Kevin Samuel reached out to Tommy Sotomayor to find out how he can be just as good as him. He was the one that started this whole framework on how to do this live stream and red pill knowledge out here on these streets. He was engaging women, Trojan horse his message through comedy also. And he was relentless. Every day he was out here working on these streets. He would be a powerful force, but YouTube kept removing him. He had just so many trolls that were overpowering him and getting his videos flagged down that it's impossible for him to keep going on YouTube. But he still make appearances on Fresh and Fit. And that's why I believe that now when Tommy Sotomayor passes his candle, the torch down to Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was the next in line. Kevin Samuels brought it even into the broader media. Well, Tommy Sotomayor, he did get on TV. Kevin Samuels also got on TV through a music video. So Kevin Samuels took it to another level on YouTube. He made it more rational. He hit the woman with the facts. He hit them with statistics, with numbers that was hard to refute. Kevin Samuels was coming at it at a different angle. He was serious. He would give you that stare whenever you did something wrong. There was no way getting out of it. It was hard to battle this man, Kevin Samuels. He was just fighting one at a time. But lo and behold, over the horizon, here is one guy with the red pill truth, spreading the gospel and fighting 10 women at a time. That's even more than these other people were doing. This guy, Myron Gaines, was fighting 10 people, 10 women at a time with his red pill knowledge. He's the same way. He gives us information. His knowledge is through a Trojan horse, through comedy. And then he's out here on these streets battling with women, radio, internet. And then also he hits everybody with the facts. So every level of these red pill knowledge, OG, Tom Likas, Tommy Sotomayor, Kevin Samuels, all of that you can find in Myron Gaines. He is the child and now the new king of the red pill knowledge. That's who I think. Now there are some honorable mentions, and I will tell you why these other people are not going to be on the list. They're not going to be the next in line. Coach Greg Adams. A lot of people talk about Coach Greg Adams. He talks well. His production, I don't really see it there. He's just a guy in front of a mic and he just talks. Is he engaging women? No. He's just behind his studio, just talking. That's all he's doing. He's not engaging. He is spreading the gospel through the Trojan horse of comedy. But the reason why I don't think he's gonna be the next in line is because he doesn't engage women on his live to actually put his feet on these streets to test himself, to test what his teachings are. Now he did go on the Fresh and Fit live stream and he did do a few back and forth skirmishes, but he's not doing it daily like how Fresh and Fit Myron Gaines is doing it. The next person you have is O'Shea Duke Jackson. This guy, he is well connected. But the thing about O'Shea is all he does, just like Coach Greg Adam, is pre-recorded videos. He is not out here on these streets like Myron Gaines and fighting women and dispelling their delusion. He is doing celebrity junk, just talking. Donovan Sharp. Now, Donovan Sharp, if he wasn't clipped, his wings have been clipped so many times by YouTube that he's almost becoming like Tommy Sotomayor when he does a live stream. He's gotten a little better, but it's like YouTube is restraining how far he can go. The next person is Steph is Cold. Once again, talking, no editing, no production. He might be here on these streets, but it's sparse. It's not every day he's out here in these battlefields. Media tutorials and reviews. Now, after he met with Kevin Samuels, he did have a lot of back and forth Instagram, YouTube talking points with women. Now, he did learn a little pointers from Kevin Samuels, but he's not as developed as Myron Gaines. He's not as developed. So MTR is there. It's the child of Kevin Samuels, but he's also is not ruthless like Kevin Samuels or Myron Gaines. He's a little docile. Like he's not coming at you ruthless. He's too likable, too much of a friend. Kevin Samuels and Myron Gaines, these guys are ruthless. They have their facts. They're gonna stick to it, and they're gonna knock people in their head with it. The lead attorney. Hope you guys are doing well. Now, the problem with TLA is he's too likable. He's too soft on the women. He does have skirmishes with the women. He would be a great candidate. He is a lawyer, so he does know how to dismantle people's argument, but he's too likable. And when you go to Kevin Samuels and Myron Gaines, the reason why they're out here with the red pill is because they take no BS. Poor Men Podcast, a lot of people have said Poor Men Podcast, but I don't see it. He's not out here on these streets every day fighting these women. He's talking, recording. Editing is average at best, so no, I don't see it. Obsidian, he's not willing to change. Like, he is still stuck in YouTube 5 years ago. He's still hiding behind an avatar. No, barely any sound effects. Maybe he'll meet with women, but he's not very approachable. Like, no, not Obsidian. Too small. Dennis Sperling, he's there. He's working his way there. He met with Kevin Samuels, and you saw how some of his interviews were getting a lot better, but it's not as developed as other people on this list. Rollo Tomasi, I don't know, the other manosphere is just really coming at. He's divided the manosphere on both sides, so it's kind of hard for him to really grow. And there's other people on the list that are doing much better. Better Bachelor, he could do it, but he's not out here on the street fighting with other women with the talking points. Great talker, but he's not out here on these streets like Myron Gaines. The saint and the sinner? No. This guy, no way. He hates on all these other people on this list. Everybody on this list he hates or has pissed off. And he's trying to do the Fresh and Fit thing, but he's not as successful as Fresh and Fit with the group of women talking. He's not as successful. He's just pissed off too many people in the manosphere that I don't see him coming back. Like, he's going to be like Tommy Sotomayor. Anton Daniels, I see he would be a strong contender. Anton Daniels, I would put him in second place after Myron Gaines. If it's not Myron Gaines, I would believe Anton Daniels would be the man that does it. He would be the one that he's well connected. He knows the red pill knowledge. He is married, so they can't even throw that at his face that he ain't married. His wife is in the game too. She's supporting him. He's got a whole team behind him, the Lapeef Network. He's met with Kevin Samuels so many times. They're friends back and forth. Anton Daniels, he would be, and he's even arrogant, so that's even better. That puts him way up there with Myron Gaines. So yes, I would put Anton Daniels. If it's not Anton Daniels, then it's Myron Gaines. Those are my two top picks. Angry Man, he's boxed himself in. Some people like him in the ministry, some people don't. Now, a third contender that just came out of nowhere is Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson does have a... Now, Umar Johnson, he came against Kevin Samuels on his rise. And the reason why Umar Johnson may be a contender is because he is changing his talking points now to be more like Kevin Samuels. He also has a YouTube channel and he's starting to have a meteoric rise. And he's a great talker and he meets with women all the time. So if he were to change his talking points to be more Manosphere and Red Pill, I would watch out for him. Of course, I would watch out for him. But number one will be Myron Gaines. Number two will be Anton Daniels. And number three, if Umar Johnson just changed his talking points to be like Kevin Samuels, I believe he would be a strong contender of the next person in the line of the vine of Red Pill knowledge to spread out this gospel to everyone. What do y'all think, guys? What do y'all think? What do y'all think, man? Kevin Samuels. I'm going to go ahead and end the screen. What do y'all think? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That's all I got to say about this video. Bye-bye.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.